You some tips on reviewing the information before the midterm, as I noticed that some of you are not as comfortable reviewing and searching in different parts of the computer. So here's quick breakdown of things you can search on. So the study guide we posted for you on week 4, and this has all the list of topics that we'd like you to review before the midterm. And you basically go one by one and check them all off. And how would you find the information on a specific topic? Well, I'll take a gram staining as an example. I want to review my gram staining. How I would approach it is, one of the things I can do on Brightspace is gram staining. I can search under content, and the videos on gram staining will pop up. As you can see, it will not find the PDF that is talking about gram staining. To find the PDF files, which could be slide notes or handouts, you would download all of your handouts as a PDF in a separate folder, and you could search gram staining on your Finder and Mac or folder in PC, and it will find all the documents that mention gram staining. And you can open PDF and again use the search option to find when we talked about gram staining, which context, all the examples, and reviewing gram staining that way. It's an option. Then after you reviewed PDF, maybe you want to go to OneNote and look for gram staining there. I don't want to show you any personal notebooks I have, so I picked just a stockroom notebook that I use to keep all my notes about the stockroom. And OneNote is great too. It has this option to search, and I just search for grams iodine. It's one of the ingredients in gram staining, and it will give you the page where you had grams iodine or grams staining discussed, so you can review those pages that you worked on and how it was related to your lab work, gram staining. And now let's say you have an question like, why do we use grams iodine in general in gram staining? It's not a stain. Why did we use it? So for those kind of questions, if you don't see them on the handout, or even though it's in the handout, but nevertheless, if you didn't find the information on the handout or lecture slides, you can go to places like Google or Gemini. It's a great source. In Gemini, you can ask questions like, why do I use gram iodine in gram staining? It's a general information, so you should be able to handle it. So as you can see, it will explain that it's not a dye itself, but it stabilizes crystal violet. It forms a complex. So if you're confused about some general knowledge, feel free to check with Google. And if it feels like more something specific to the course, I highly recommend searching within the handouts, just like I showed before. So I hope those tips help. And if you're still confused, just let us know. We'll help you out. Good luck.